Yo. All right, Shalom, Shalom. The brothers from Great Millstone. All right, New Orleans, coming at you with another uh, uh, live camp video. Friday getting started. We like to give all glory, honors, and prayers unto.
Yeah, Shah
Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations, hope we like. Shalom. All right. And yet again, we out here making our bodies a living sacrifice. Okay. Bringing you, all right, the prophecies, man. Okay. All right. And yet again, we good? Right. And hey, a lot of big things are happening in prophecy, man. That's why it's always the main topic, especially these times that we in right now. All right. These are highly prophetic times that we're living in. Okay. The MOTB is being talked about in mainstream media. All right. World War III is being spoken about in mainstream media, and so on and so forth. Okay. But first, I want to start off with something that the brother Kushab posted in our group chat, and that'll set the tone for this video. Go ahead,
Like the first, this a article, brother post in the WhatsApp chat. And this letter, this article is written by Prime Minister Netanyahu, you know who. And I'm gonna read it. It says section 224, now 219. And it reads the House of 2027 NDAA will completely interrogate the Israeli military with the United States military, but not only that, it will create a new position titled executive agent.
Real quick, it said it will integrate the two military titles, all right? Ultimately giving power to both of them, all right? As the same entity. Start over one more time, just to make that clear. Go ahead.
This is section 224. Now 219 of the House's 2027 NDAA will completely integrate
Yep.
the Israeli military with the United States military, but not only that, it will create a new position titled executive agent, who will be appointed by the Secretary of War, but not under the control of the SOW. Keep reading.
Yeah, keep reading.
This executive agent is completely immune from congressional oversight. He is not bound by the U.S. Constitution. He is simply above the law. He has total authority to deploy the same level as police.
And okay, so nevertheless, what this is doing is giving power, all right, into a completely separate organization, man. All right. This military group has become a organization at this point, man. All right. It says they're above the law. Okay. So United States laws do not concern this entity in which they have formed, man. All right. Which you have to understand that this was the intentions from the beginning. Okay. These small heads understand, all right, how prophecy goes. They understand that they're gonna have to take they're gonna have to use force, Salakia, okay, in order to get what they want, which is the NWO, the New World Order, all right, powered by what? The MOTB, the microchip, okay? It has to be what? Done by force. They understand this. So what they're doing, what this brother is reading, is simply the blueprint on that, okay, to pretty much enforce that. You see? Keep going.
This is the third paragraph from the article. It reads, let's say this passes and Israel starts a war with Turkey and Egypt. This executive agent would then have the authority to deploy U.S. troops into Turkey and Egypt on behalf of Israel, completely circumventing U.S. Congress and completely circumventing the executive branch even.
So pretty much it's giving you a hypothetical situation, all right? If these small hats, let's say they, declare war on, Iran or whomever, right? It's hypothetical. Then who's being drawn into that as the scriptures prescribe? The United States, man. Okay. This sets the foundation for what? World War III. All right. These are the things in which the prophets of old spoke about. And this how you know this is the truth, man. We're seeing history being played out. Okay. We're seeing All right, what the Lord spoke on from the beginning being played out in front of our very eyes, man. And 2/3 of the nation of Israel, you are blind to the fact, man. Okay, you still think this book, all right, is fairy tale, is fiction. Okay, they have no idea that these things are in the workings of Yahweh by Shem Shai, man. All right, bring that out. Let's back. Hey, let's filter this information through the scriptures. Okay, go ahead.
This is Jeremiah 49 and verse 20. It says, therefore, hear the counsel of the Lord that he have taken against Edom, and his purposes that he have purposed against the inhabitants of Teman. Surely, Teman,
Right.
surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Surely he shall make their habitations desolate with them.
That's right, man. Okay, and that's what the Lord has done. The smallest among them is the small heads, man. All right. You are the ones who are gonna draw, all right, this devil, Esau, Edom, okay, out into this war, man. All right. And it's literally prescribed in the scriptures. The Lord said so. Go ahead.
And it literally have done that. You go into the whole thing with Iran,
That's right.
they threw America in there and just left them out to dry.
Time.
You don't see Israel saying, oh, we're going to send troops there to help them. But you got America, the whole talk is now, all right, about a ground invasion in the Card Island, man.
Come on.
All right. And you have Hegseth, he just went and had the presser basically saying that, hey, we getting ready to do that, but you don't see Benjamin Netanyahu, not a Jew, all right? You don't see him saying we're going to assist, right? You don't see him saying nothing about aid. He actually was talking big shit a couple weeks ago, saying that, we don't really need the USA's help no more, But here it is, you come in lobbying to these different senators and these different politicians, all right, in order for so-called Israelis to have power over the U.S. troops, man. That's what this brother going into. The least of the flock drawing them out, all right, because they're gonna go one and the same, all right, headstrong wherever it now is at the point to wherever the Israelis go, all right, America gonna have to follow them, man.
That's right.
That's and you people out there that's speaking out against this government, speaking out against the fake JOOs, all right, you people are gonna be handpicked to go out there and fight those battles with them, man.
That's right.
You got it.
What this brother going into is that draft, man. All right. In order to have a war, you must have participants, or in other words, soldiers. Okay, which this government has created a system called a draft to bring you Americans in. All right. Old, young, women. Okay, you're gonna be brought in, man. All right. Hey, every other month they're dropping the age limit. All right, or increasing the age limit. Okay, in order to be what? Drafted, man. Okay, they need able bodies to fight this war. Hey, but the Lord said one thing: those who go to fight this war, you won't return. All right, you are not going to return. Somebody grab that in Isaiah, man. All right, you go over there to fight these wars, you are not going to return. Go ahead with your precept. Why they look for that?
Yeah, just back up on that draft, bro.
Yeah.
You got it.
Go ahead.
Jeremiah 18 and 21.
Mm-hmm.
Therefore, deliver up the children to the famine, and pour out the blood by the force of the sword, and let the wives be bereaved of their children and be widows, and let the men be put to death. Let the young men be slain by the sword in battle.
That's right. Okay. So these men, all right, they're gonna be drafted into World War III. All right. For those who don't think that you will see World War III in your lifetime, in our lifetime, you're sadly mistaken, man. You're a fool. Okay. This will happen. This will be the war to end our wars, man. And it's gonna end with Yahweh Shai coming clean up. Okay, which we'll get that if the Lord permits. All right, if we have time. But nevertheless, this gonna be the final war. All right. After this, there is no world wars, no wars for power, because that's what this war is about. All these other wars are for what? Power. Okay, who will be the world government to lead the world, man? To be the example that the world should follow. And America has been on top. Okay, the Lord has put America, all right, Babylon the Great, all right, the harlot on top. You see, but now she shall sit in the dust. Exactly how the scriptures have told it, man. All right, this devil, he's gonna feel defeat. All right, the Lord is gonna bring his pomp down. You see, they got more in that. Go ahead.
Verse 22, let a cry be heard from the houses when thou shalt bring a troop suddenly upon them.
Mm-hmm.
For they have digged a pit to take me, and here snares for my feet.
That's right, man. It's going to be a lot of mourning in that day, a lot of lamenting, crying, all right, weeping, okay, for the death of these troops, all right, that they're going to round up. These devils are going to round up you Americans, man, all right? Those of you who have basically, given your life to America, now you're going to be a sacrifice for America, man.
That's right.
All right? You're going to be on the front lines. And that's not just, exclusive to the men. As I said, you're going to have a lot of these transformers. They're going to have to go front lines, and good riddance. Yeah. Y'all just go to the front. All right? All the Decepticons, Transformers, Autobots, y'all go to the front. Simple and plain, man. All right? Go ahead, Kushal.
This is Isaiah chapter 19 and verse 16. It says, in that day shall Egypt be like unto women, and it shall be afraid and fear because the shaking of the hand of the Lord Yahweh of hosts, which he shaketh over it.
In which that Egypt is going into what, man? America. All right? This is a place of bondage, all right, for you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. That's what that word Egypt goes back into, man. Bondage. You see? This is the modern day Egypt, all right? And you got a lot of knucklehead jakes that don't believe that, man. You are in bondage. I don't care what kind of Freemason you are, all right? 1%er, what's the other one? More. You in bondage, man. Sovereign citizen. That's what I was looking for. Sovereign citizen. There's no such thing as that, man. You are in bondage. All right. This devil still rules over you. Okay. So that's what that's talking about when it goes into America. One more time. Read it again.
It says, and Egypt, in that day shall Egypt be like unto women,
Mm-hmm.
and it shall be afraid and fear because the shaking of the hand of the Lord Yahweh of hosts, which he shaketh over it.
That's right, man. Okay. This place gonna be like women. What? Crying, afraid, shaking in their boots, man. All right. Because the wrath of Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shine is gonna be upon this place. All right. Go ahead.
Because when they get that knock on the door, that phone call, and it says United States Army, they get that letter in the mail, hey, you've been selected. A lot of them, they're gonna start acting like women, man. Oh man, why they pick me? Because the Lord picked you, nigga.
Yeah. Yo, hey, the Lord picked your burial site, man. And that's over there, all right, in the Middle East. Okay? That's where your burial site at. The Lord already ordained that. He already foreseen where you're gonna be buried at, man. All right? Because you also got a lot of proud ass people that have joined the military, man. All right? To do what? To gain accolades, to gain recognition in this country, okay? And it's all gonna be to your detriment. All right? All those charges, Hellcats, Scat Packs, you're about to pay for that, but in blood, man.
Right.
All right. And a lot of you Jakes sold out, man. You're gonna pay for that over there. You're gonna die, man. All right. There was a point I wanted to make on what you had said, man. But it's all right. Go ahead with your precepts.
Back up here, which Shaw was talking about. It's Jeremiah 51 and 30.
Mm-hmm.
The mighty men of Babylon have gone to fight.
Yep.
They have remained in their holds. Their might have failed. It became as women.
It says that they remain in their holes, man. All right. Yeah, it said they're gonna remain in their holes, man. They're not gonna have that same thirst for battle. All right. America has been built up, and it's all by strategy of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, man. Okay, the Lord has um, built this place up to be what you see today. Okay, the land of the free, the home of the brave. Okay, but the Lord is about to take away His assistance from this place. You see, the Lord built this. Hey, get Romans the 9th chapter. Yeah, get that. All right, because the Lord has built this place up in order for him to just knock it down. All right. It has served this purpose, like the brother said. Okay. Let me know when you find it. I'll bring it out when you read it.
Yeah, I got it right here. Yeah,
Go ahead.
This Jeremiah 51:30 for the NLT.
Uh-huh.
It says, "For mighty's wars no longer fight; they stay in their barracks.
Yep.
Their courage gone. That become like women. The invaders have burned the houses and broken down the city gates."
Yeah, because what? War is a place for men, man. All right. Men fight wars. It says that they're gonna be as women. All right. They're gonna shy away from war. Go ahead, make your point.
Yeah, because when you look at the stats and the statistics, the recruitment up for the army is an all-time low right now. So
That's
nobody
right.
wants to fight for America no more. This society of men are what? Pill poppers, they obese, they smoke all damn day, they diet as trash. This not a generation wars, bro. That's why I said became as women.
America has reached the all-time low.
Yeah.
All right. In the height when America was dropping those atomic bombs on Hiroshima, Nagasaki, right? I'm talking about the days of Top Gun and shit, man.
Yeah.
All right. They was in a strength.
The world in fifth.
Hey, them Edomites was walking around with half-cut t-shirts with the sleeves cut off and shit, muscles out. All right. Now what they got? Switch hitters and big fat ass rednecks, man. All right. All of that is gone. And it's so far gone that the remnant of those proud ass Edomites, they've given up on this place. Okay, go ahead.
My bad. You got guys like Sean Ryan, you know, and these different guys they were so invested in America. All right, now they goddamn butt hurt, man.
Yep.
Man, I was watching the interview with this dude with Tucker Carlson. This dude butt hurt. We talking about somebody that was in the Green Beret, man.
Come on.
A mighty warrior. Now he's butthurt about how the fact that he's discovered the lies, the way America really ran, and he's butthurt totally, you know. But that's how a lot of these people like him, all right, his fellow mates, you know, people he served with, the mighty men of Babylon that done went over that in the Iraq war, these different wars
Right.
that done fought and slain men. That's how they feel about their own country, man. You know, that's why they forborn to fight. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, and I remember what I wanted to say to Wadi Yabashim Shai. That precept you brought out. All right, what happened when Ukraine started to going into war, man? When they had their draft,
Yeah.
you had a mass influx of young, able bodies injuring themselves, man. Okay, I seen videos of Ukrainian men, all right, young men bashing each other's legs with sledgehammers, all right, jumping off the fort's hair onto another his friend's leg to break it, okay, just so he couldn't go to war. It was almost like a pact that they made between themselves that they weren't going to war, but it came at a cost. All right, you're gonna see that here in America. Go ahead.
Even though they done all that, they still came on the street and started grabbing them up.
Yeah,
Didn't say.
that's right. And you know, that's what I wanted to get from that article that the brother had read when we first started out. All right, they're about to America is the American government is about to go totalitarian, man. All right, draconian laws and draconian measures are about to be set on the forefront for everybody to see. Okay, the horns of the devil. All right, you so-called white people, Esau, Edom, as the Bible prescribes, you're gonna show your horns as the devil you truly are. All right, go ahead.
This Revelation 13 and 11.
Mm-hmm.
And I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth. And he had two horns like a lamb and spake as a dragon.
That's right, man. Those two horns are what? Your Democrat and Republic, man. Okay, there's nothing new under the sun. We understand where they come from. The plebeians and the patricians. All right, in the ancient Greek times. Okay, it just transferred over to present day. All right, and they're gonna speak as a dragon, as this brother just brought out, man. All right, draconian measures. Hey, Kapak, give me draconian measures in the draconian in the online etymology to back up what I'm saying, man. All right. Hey, this devil has done a beautiful job of disguising himself. That's what a serpent does. That's an attribute of a serpent. Okay. Just like Israel had the attributes of lions, right? Pride, strength, honor. This devil has the attributes of a serpent. Subtlety, all right? Poison, deception. This Esau Edom we talking about, man. Go ahead, Doc.
Because draconian
Yep.
etymology. It says of all pertaining to Draco.
Yep.
The ancient Greek statesman in reference to laws, rigorous, extremely serve and harsh.
A rigorous, extremely severe, harsh. And this gonna have a lot of Americans butthurt. This gonna have a lot of Americans contemplating what they have voted for. They're gonna think it's a voting thing.
They butt hurt right now, huh?
They're gonna believe that it's a voting thing. But this devil have been showing you signs. All right, he's been gradually. All right, look up gradualism. You see, he's been gradually preparing you for when these draconian laws, all right, and he takes draconian measures for you to be okay with it. All right. He started with the C-19, man. Okay? Forcing, go ahead.
And then that article that we started out with,
Yep.
It's the word circumvent.
Yep.
When we go into the word circumvent, man, it said go around to bend the rules.
Yeah.
So you'll go above and beyond the rules, man, to aid the draft these people, man. You got it.
Well, Wisdom of Solomon, the second chapter, tell you that their power is in lawmaking, man. The law of justice.
I got it for you.
They made the laws so they can break them. Go ahead, Doc.
Yep. This Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2, verse 11. I'll start at verse 10.
Yep.
It says, let us oppress the poor righteous man, and let us not spare the widow.
Real quick, who is the poor righteous man? It's really ultimately talking about Israel, man. You so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. But even further, the elect, okay? The 144,000 and the innumerable multitude, man. That consists of men, women, and children that believe. You see?
Yeah, why are we poor? We don't have no defense system.
That's right, man.
You got it.
Go ahead.
Yep. It says, verse 10, let us oppress the poor righteous man, and let us not spare the widow, nor reverence the ancient gray hairs of the age. And I started right there because
Yes.
you alluded to something earlier saying, they keep changing the requirements. First, it was like 40, whatever, and then went up to 45.
Yep.
Now it's at what, 52 or some shit? 48? It's gonna go up to 60 in a minute. They just gonna be taking you, man, and just to put bodies over there. The scriptures tell you in Jeremiah 16:4 that they shall need to be buried, man, but they shall be as dung upon the planet earth, man.
Grab that.
So verse 12, it says, verse 11, it says, let our strength be the law of justice, for that which is feeble is found to be nothing worth. So that strength lies in the law of justice, man. All right, the legislation system, whatever the hell they got set up, because this ain't no goddamn what they call it, a democracy, man.
Yep.
We can see the totalitarianism evolving right before our eyes, man. Here it is, you got a president that's getting rich off trillions of dollars day in, day out, and nobody's doing nothing about it. They don't even care no more. But when you had Sleepy Joe in there, his son was trying to do some day trading, and it was all on his ass, man.
We're talking about a man that's involved with all sorts of scandals and lucrative activities, man. All right? Illegal activities. Okay?
But activities too.
That's right, man. You know, and we got to say that too, because that's what's behind the leaders in which these people believe that they have voted for. Okay? We ain't waving at you, devil. Yeah, to hell with that, man. All right? But they had more in that, or that was it?
Oh, that was it.
Huh. Yeah, it said rigorous, all right, severe, and ultimately they're not gonna regard, all right, the liberties of you people, man, of you Americans, you so-called Americans, man. All right? You found it?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
This is Jeremiah 16:4, and it says, "They shall die of a grievous death.
Mm-hmm.
They shall not be lamented, neither shall they be buried, but they shall be as dung upon the face of the earth."
Stay right there. It says they won't be lamented and they won't be buried. All right. To lament means to cry, to wail, all right, to mourn. You see, these Americans that will be drafted, you YNs, okay, you strong, independent women, all right, you're gonna be drafted. They're gonna give you a M16, all right, a vest, and put you in that army fatigue and put you with 2 weeks of training and put you on those planes, man. All right, that's how severe it's gonna get, though. All right. Hey, the like we said earlier, the strength, the military strength, all right, of America has been a laughing stock over the last 10, 15 years, man. All right, a laughing stock. These other nations mock America. They also display their strength.
Yeah.
China, hey man, I love to see China boast like that. All right, Kim Jong-un boasting. All right, showing you his new missiles. All right, them stiff ass Koreans, man, North Koreans, them niggas be marching, stomping holes in the concrete, man.
Facts and shit, right?
All right, that's what they have to say to America. All right, they're boasting. You see, America's become a joke. Go ahead.
Yeah, because you got head generals in the American military that's sodomites.
Come on, man.
Wearing heels and fit skirts, but you a mighty man, huh? You wearing skirts.
Wearing dog cosplay, man.
They the strong.
Like I say, well, like I've been going into,
Mhm.
you see different videos, okay, of these military these other militaries, right? You see nothing but what? Getting
Austerity.
ready. Yeah, war tactics in general, right? But soon as you look at the American military, they on TikTok dancing, man.
Yeah.
This is they playing. While these people are actually preparing to go to war.
Come.
Got it.
And then they crying when it's time to get serious.
Mm-hmm.
You actually get deployed. Here it is. You've been in the army for 4 years for all the benefits. Now they're telling you, hey, you got to get ready to go to Iran. You start crying. Well, what do you expect? You just had Ling Ling get mowed down over there, man.
Mm-hmm.
Look like a straight what she look like, Vietnamese, whatever, over there in Iran, just got mowed down, got hit with some crucial shit.
Yeah.
You know? But go ahead, bro.
Yeah, I want to say this. And a lot of you who've done your little 4 years and got out, you're gonna be some of the first ones to get drawn back, man. All right? Why? Because you're the perfect candidate. You got military training, okay? You're familiar with firearms. You're gonna get drafted first, man.
Going back, man.
You're going back.
Whether you like it or not.
All of you that thought you got away, you got your couple thousand a month. You think you got away. Hey, the law gonna get them to draw you back, man, or there will be severe consequences. Okay, get on. Who got that second? That's risk 16.
I got that second.
All right, you hold that. Go ahead.
This is 2 Ezra 16 and 31. It says, even so in those days shall be 3 or 4 left by them that search their houses with swords, and the earth shall be laid waste, and the fields thereof shall wax old, and her ways and all her paths shall grow full of thorns, because no man shall travail therethrough.
Travel through.
Oh, it said therethrough because travel. Yeah, travail through. It says the virgins shall mourn having no bridegrooms, the women shall mourn having no husbands, their daughters shall mourn having no helpers.
That's right, man. All right, that's going into what? All of those that get drafted, you're gonna die. All right, you're gonna die. It says that back in that Jeremiah, your body shall lay as dung, man. Okay, and then nobody gonna be able see the normal protocol when you have a KIA, all right, a killed in action, all right, you retrieve the body, you bring it back on U.S. soil, and then there's a proper burial. Your mom gets what? The folded American flag. They present it like this.
Okay.
Yeah, the dog.
The whole nine. That won't happen this time. All right. This we're talking about. Like I said, the war to end our wars, man. All right. That won't happen this time. They won't. Nobody's gonna have time to do that. Okay. All the laws of war will be broken because there's some forbidden laws, man. War crimes and things of that nature. That's gonna be a thing of the past, man. All right. Go ahead.
God, and it says, in the wars shall their bridegrooms be destroyed, and their husbands shall perish with famine.
And that's plain and simple, man. All right. In the wars, okay, in these up and coming wars, all right, mainly talking about World War III, okay, that's gonna happen in the Middle East, man. All right, y'all gonna die, man. Simple and plain. Go ahead.
Yeah, and not about to bring it. That's the main thing. But you gotta understand that there's gonna be wars here on American soil, man. You know, a lot of you proud boys, all right, you Joe Blows, you know, a lot of you people are preparing for the war on American soil. The ones that don't make it over there, when all hell breaks loose, all right, civil unrest, these things break out, a lot of you gonna die here in America, man.
Yep.
You know, you gonna get mowed down in your own house, trying to defend your neighborhood. You know, can't forget about that when these with the brother Raya was going into it. Me and that brother was just talking about that, you know, about how all these sleeper cells here,
Oh,
you know, and they getting ready to they getting them calls, man. You know, and there's gonna be a lot of sleeper attacks and sleeper things happening. So you got these foreign troops on U.S. soil that's getting ready to step on shit, man. You know, so like when they say they shall be die a grievous death,
yep,
that's not an easy way to go. That's painful, man. You know, the Lord is getting ready to inflict pain on you Babylonians, man. You know. Go ahead.
Real quick, I want to say this too because, hey, dealing with that whole sleeper situation, all right, you got to understand that these people come from lands in which America inflicted damage, heavy damage, okay? I'm talking about heavy damage, man. All right, you got spies all over the place, all right? And these people have been sent here to seek revenge, okay? And the difference between your National Guard, right, which are, you know, Americans, okay, things of that nature, these people don't care. They don't care about your grandmother, all right, your old Southern Belle grandmother with the sweet Southern accent, all right? They don't care about that. They don't care about that little Ray Ray, all right? They coming to inflict pain, and the Lord is going to put it on their minds to do so, man. Good.
And he already been preparing their minds too. Because over there in those other nations, they've seen the gore and the bloodshed, which is foreign to the people of America.
Yeah, they grew up hearing bombing sirens, man. All right, hearing the concussion of explosions, man. Okay, gunshots for weeks on end. They grew up hearing that. You Americans are not prepared, and it will show. And the Lord put it that way. The Lord lets you live in your delicacies and your decadence, all right, in the comfort of your homes, your $1 million homes, and he's going to take all of that away from you, man. And like this brother said, it's going to be a lot of grievous deaths happening, all right? Go ahead with your precept, all right?
This is Jeremiah 50 and verse 29, points in 30.
And if you don't mind, I think the 36.
Yeah.
This is Jeremiah 50 and verse 29. It says, call together the archers against Babylon All ye that bend a bow camp against it round about. Let none thereof escape. Recompense her according to her work, according to all that she have done unto her. For she have been proud against the Lord, against the Holy One of Israel.
Where you was at against Salakia?
Jeremiah 15:20.
50 and 29. One more time.
Verse 29, it says, call together the archers against Babylon.
Mm-hmm.
All ye that bend a bow, camp against it round about, let none thereof escape. Recompense her according to her work, according to all that she have done.
Mm-hmm.
Do unto her, for she have been proud against the Lord, against the Holy One of Israel.
And who are those archers, man? All right. All of these countries that have gained nuclear capabilities. All right. That's what that archer is going into. Okay. You got scriptures talking about an arrow being shot from one end of the earth to the other end, man. The sword being bathed in heaven. All right. That horrible star. And I'm just mentioning a few of them to give you the idea of what this is talking about, man. All right. Those archers are talking about these countries who have been, who the Lord, he's given them the technology, okay, to bear nuclear arms to what? To fight against Babylon the Great, man, or America in layman terms, right? It says, well, Matt, yes, like it. It says, recompense her according to her work, according to all that she has done. And America is a bloody nation. All right. These senators, governors, secretary of the states, all right, presidents, and all of those that work behind the scenes, these are very, very bloody people, man. Heavily endowed with witchcraft. Okay. They have much blood on their hands. And the law gonna require blood of them, man. Blood of this place, blood of the small hats. You see, all of those that pull the strings, okay? The very kingdom in which they have built that the Lord gave them, the Lord is going to crumble this place, man. Before the earth, before all the other 16 nations, 17 nations, including Israel, all right? He's gonna do this in front of everybody, man. Bringing the so-called white man down, man. You Edomites, man. You devils that the Bible speak of. It says, do unto her, for she had been proud against the Lord, the Holy One of Israel. Isaiah the 14th chapter tell you about the pride and how the pomp gonna be brought low. Go ahead. I'm getting ahead of myself. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Verse 30, it says, therefore shall her young men fall in the streets, and all her men of war shall be cut off in that day, saith the Lord.
That's right, man. All the work they put in, the Green Beret, right? All of these special ops organizations and sectors of the military, the Navy, the Air Force, they're gonna all fall, man. All right, go ahead.
Behold, I am against thee, O thou most proud.
And who the most proud nation on the face of the planet Earth, man? Edom, okay? And America sits as the head of that proud place. Go ahead.
Khan. It says, saith the Lord God of hosts, for thy day is come, the time that I will visit thee.
That's right. All right. The day has come. Your reign is over, Esau. All right. Your reign is over. Okay. You're gonna be rendered useless now. Scriptures tell you, shall a axe boast against his master? All right. You're simply the axe, man. The weapon of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. All right. That's all you are. Okay. And when it's time for no more war, why are you needed? Right. That's why the law gonna ultimately do away with you, because there won't be any wars in our kingdom to come. That shall be ruled by Yahweh Shai first and foremost, and then the 144,000, man. Okay, there won't be any more wars. You see, won't be need for a weapon in that day. We will be the weapons. You see?
They tell you that in Isaiah the second chapter.
That's right.
You know, yeah, and in Micah. And they go hand in hand with each other.
Great, you
But
if you don't got it, bring it out. Man.
the plowshares and the pruning hooks. All right.
Get
Try
that.
to get it. Oh, go
got
ahead. I got the Ezekiel.
Let him get that first, and then he'll and then jump back. Yeah, just hold what you been at. And Salaki, we jumping around a little bit, but nevertheless, you know, it's through the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, man. All right.
This the book of Isaiah, chapter 2, and I start at verse 4. It says, and he shall judge among the nations and shall rebuke many people.
Yep.
And they shall beat their swords into plowshares and their spears into pruning hooks. Nation shall not lift up sword against nation, neither shall they learn war anymore.
Yeah, there won't be a need for war anymore, man. All right. Simple and plain. First and foremost, we're gonna be the weapons. All right. We won't need to gather tanks and Humvees, AC-130s. All right. Little birds. We won't need ICBM nuclear missiles. All right. We're gonna be those living ICBM nuclear missiles, man. Capable of unimaginable power. All right. There won't be a need to learn war anymore because what? Second off, we're gonna have the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding how to govern these other nations. Okay, go ahead.
And we'll be everlasting kingdom, man. Go ahead.
That's right.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
So there won't be no overthrowing the Israelites in that day. Okay, that's impossible. Go ahead, Ak, bring your precept.
Isaiah 60, chapter 60, verse 18. Violence shall no more be heard in thy land, wasting nor destruction within thy borders.
Go ahead, tell.
Oh, but thou shalt call thy wall salvation and thy gates praise. Yeah, just backs up that precept, man. Isaiah chapter 2, man. It said, violence shall no more be heard in thy land. You know? That just backs up the point too that hey, those small hats out there, yeah, man, they are not the Jews, man.
That's right.
You know, they are not the people. So if that was so, why are they still violence going on?
Come
You know, so that's talking about us, man. When we return back to our land, man, ain't be no more wars, man.
I'll be back to brother up because it says in Zechariah 9:6, man, they're a bastard in the land, man. Yep, you know, a bastard dwelleth in the land, man. And that's the sixth largest city in Israel. That's right. Hey, these small hats are bastards, man. They don't belong there. Okay, the Lord don't deal with them, and it's evident, like this brother just brought out. All right, it's biblical that the Lord is not dealing with them, man. All right. But
I want to make
Hey,
go ahead and make your
real
point.
quick.
And
Because when you read up in that Isaiah, the second chapter, it tell you that a mountain will be established in Jerusalem
that's right.
and all the nations are going to flow into it. I had just jumped straight to the point, you know, just to show you that it ain't going to be no more wars and that this war or all this bloodshed that we getting ready to see on the planet Earth.
Right.
This is the war to end all wars, man.
That's right, man.
All right. It ain't going to be no more wars after that. There's going to be everlasting peace when Yahushua comes and establishes his throne, man. All right, here on the planet Earth. Just,
yeah, well, that's going to Isaiah chapter 9, man.
yeah.
They say, hey, what we got?
A government
Yeah,
shall be on his shoulders, man. Hey, let him bring that out.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 9. This is Isaiah 9 and 6. It says, unto us a child is born, unto us a son is given.
And who is that? That's Yahushua, man. All right, the one that died for our sins, okay, for the redemption of the elect, man, and ultimately who? The whole Israel. Go ahead, man.
It says, and the
Yo,
government,
go far, bro.
yeah, Isaiah 9 and 5, it says, for every battle of
Yes.
the warrior is with confused noise.
And I'm gonna stop you right there. I've been watching this series on Netflix called Vikings, okay? And just to hear that this scripture played in my mind the other night. All right, read it one more time.
Verse 5 again, it says, for every battle of the warrior is with confused noise and garments rolled in blood.
And that confused noise and garments rolled in blood is the traditional way of battles. All right, what you see now, you know, guns, missiles, grenades, planes, those things are that's a new thing in the earth, man.
Mhm.
All right. The traditional way of battle was what? Army against army, and they fought hand-to-hand combat, man, with weapons in their hand, up close and personal. And it said, what the last part said, that blood, the garments rolled in blood, man. All right, meaning when you came into contact with your enemy and you defeated him, your garments were soaked with his blood. All right, but keep going.
If I can say real quick,
Yep.
because the nature of a true battle or a true war has totally been lost, man.
That's right.
You know, this devil done turned his coward ass up into
Yes.
pressing buttons, all right, and dropping missiles, man. What happened to getting up close and personal,
Con.
smelling the cologne, getting the blood on you, man? That's what symbolizes taking something from a man. You know, you shooting a 50 cal from 3 miles away. That's cowardly, man.
Yeah.
You know, when your Howard shot come back, he getting up close and personal. You know, go ahead, bro.
Yeah,
That's
man.
right. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
man. Lord, he ain't about to go yet because people get on the internet now, man.
Yeah,
They start being, man. They don't get up close in person. They leak up and shit. Man.
They're scared. They're scared.
That's right, man.
heard of their forefathers, man.
Hey, the Lord about to, you know, do away with all that cowardice activity. All right. That's why, hey, Lord said he gonna take all of the weapons and burn them up, man.
Yep.
All right, tanks and what have you, man. All those weapons. But keep going. Start at the top again and read through it. Slock it.
Isaiah 9:5 again. It says, for every battle of the warrior is with confused noise.
Yep.
And garments rolled in blood.
Yep.
But this shall be with burning and fuel of fire.
And that burning and fuel of fire is talking about what? ICBM nuclear missiles, intercontinental ballistic missiles, man. All right. Meaning being shot from one end of the earth to the other end. Okay. That's what intercontinental means. You see? That's what this war is going to be fought with. All right. Go ahead.
Verse 6 says, for unto us a child is born, unto us a son is given, and the government shall be upon his shoulder.
That's right. The government of the new world to come, which is the kingdom of heaven, shall be on his shoulders, man. And that's talking about Yahushua. All right? Go ahead.
And his name shall be called Wonderful Counselor, the Mighty Power, the Everlasting Father, the Prince of Peace. Of the increase of his government and peace, there shall be no end.
That's right. Okay? So you're going to see a complete opposite of what you see today. Conflicts all across the world. All right? Starvation, all sorts of things, man. Third world countries. That's what the Lord is about to fix. The Lord is about to fix the earth, man. All right? And we're gonna do it through complete power.
Yep.
All right? A nation that don't want to get right, they're gonna get jacked up, man.
Yeah.
The Lord gonna jack them up. Okay? That's the fate of the world when Yahushua come back, man. When Yahushua return. You see?
I'm about to further explain.
Go ahead.
It says, upon the throne of David and upon his kingdom to order it and to establish it with judgment and with justice from henceforth, even forever. The zeal of the Lord of hosts will perform this.
That's right, man. And the Lord gonna do what? He gonna fix his house first. He gonna fix Israel first, man. You so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, hey, the Lord gonna fix you first, okay? And what that prescribe of, hey, you're gonna have to perish on this side. 2/3 gonna perish on this side and be reborn through the loins of righteous men. All right. Then in the kingdom of heaven, you will be born as righteous babies in Hebrew huggies. All right. But nevertheless, hey, that's the future of the earth, man. Okay. After World War III, the war to end all wars, that's the future of this place. Let's start grabbing some of these precepts that brothers have. We're gonna start on this side, you know. Go ahead. You got something? Next man.
As I said, the back and up. It's Daniel
chapter 7, verse 26 to 27. And it reads, "But the judgment shall sit, and they shall take away his dominion, to consume and destroy it unto the end. And the kingdom and the dominion and the greatness of the kingdom under the whole heaven shall be given to the people of the saints of the Most High, whose kingdom is an everlasting kingdom, and all dominions shall serve and obey him."
Winter.
Yeah, and that's talking about the kingdom of heaven.
That's right.
That's what Yahweh Shai is going to establish. Starting off with Yahweh Shai, on down 100,000. Man, we gonna take this bitch, man. Man, we ain't gonna come up to you devils. Can we have? No, we gonna take it with power and brute force. You devils took our people lands with brute force, punish us, put us down. What we gonna do? 144 times more. It's gonna be forever.
Hey, we gonna take it with authority, brother.
Facts.
In a real way.
In the real,
Real,
we're gonna take it with real authority, man.
right?
You know,
The do as one pleases.
that's
Yeah.
it.
This is the book of Daniel, chapter 7, verse 18.
That's it.
It says, "But the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom."
Hey.
And pos-
Get that word take. One of y'all
No.
get the word take and you got it in the blue letter right there?
No.
Hey, finish it and then get that word take.
This Daniel 7 and 18 again, it says, "But the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever, even forever and ever."
Man, the Lord just tripled down on the duration of the kingdom of heaven, man. He said forever and ever, even forever, man. All right. There's no other kingdom listed in the book of Daniel or in the scriptures, all right, that says that they're gonna rule after the Israelites, man. You got something? Let him grab his word. Go ahead. You got it? What they got in there? Word to the word.
This what it say? Strong H 6901 cabal to take, to receive, be before, to take, to choose, to receive, to accept, to assume, to show opposition, to correspond, to receive one to the other.
We're gonna take hold, man. All right. Go ahead.
This is the word "take" in the online etymology. It says to grip, seize by force.
We're gonna seize the kingdom by force, man. All right. These devils did it, but we're gonna do it on a whole nother scale, man. All right, with angelic powers. Okay. Exousia, that's right, man. Go ahead, they got more.
No, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, that's right, man. We're gonna take the kingdom, okay? Not in a carnal means, all right, in a carnal sense. All right. One way we're doing that is right here, man. All right, spiritually, through this word. What you're saying is the first process of taking the kingdom, speaking it before it happens. Hence the word prophet, man. To say before, to prophesy. All right. Then, when amongst the Lord's return, he's going to give us the power to physically take this place. Okay. And there shall be none that's going to escape out of our hand, man. Whether you go into the heavens, into low orbit space, into the depths of the ocean, in the clefts of the rocks, there will be nobody, all right, that can escape. None of you nations, man. Especially you damn devils. We're going to go down the line.
This the back
Coming at y'all.
This back up. Say we're gonna dwell in quiet. Right. This back up when you say we're gonna be in quietness in the kingdom. This Jeremiah 30 and verse 10. Therefore fear thou not, O my servant Jacob, said the Lord, neither be dismayed or dismayed. For lo, I will save thee from afar.
Yep.
And thy seed from the land of their captivity. And Jacob shall return and shall be in rest and be quiet, and none shall make him afraid.
So ultimately, the authority, the Lord is going to give us that authority again. All right. And we just went over that in the Wednesday, man. All right. The Lord going to give us back that authority of being a chosen, man. Okay. That comes with that title of being a firstborn, man. The only begotten, as it speaks about in 2nd Ezra, the 9th chapter, man. What that is? 6. That's 6. Salakia. Okay. Man, that's right. The fervent lover, man. we're going to get that authority that comes with that. But first and foremost, we got to go through this, okay? And we're at the end of this captivity. You see? There's more.
Uh, verse 11, for I am with thee, said the Lord, to save thee.
Yep.
Though I make a full end of all nations, whether I have scattered thee, yet will I not make a full end of thee. But I will correct thee in measure and will not leave thee altogether unpunished.
That's right, man. So the Lord gave us correction, okay? The Lord used these other nations to basically whip us back into submission. We had to submit back into, all right, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, man. Okay? The Lord ain't do away with us like he did all these other nations. We just literally read in Daniel the 7th chapter, hey, our kingdom gonna be forever and forever and forever, man. Okay? There's no end to the kingdom of Israel. All right? But I'm gonna harp on this point. It says none, back in verse 10, none shall make him afraid. There won't be anything that these other nations can concoct, all right, or ponder on or think on to make us afraid. We will have total dominion over all these nations, man. All right? The Lord said so. The Lord gonna give us that power, man. They gonna be in subjection. That's it. That's all you need. Go ahead, man.
This is Daniel 2 and verse 44, and it says, and in the days of these kings shall the God of heaven set up a kingdom which shall never be destroyed.
Come on.
And the kingdom shall not be left to other people, but it shall break in pieces and consume all these kingdoms, and it shall stand forever.
Get 45.
For as much as thou sawest that the stone was cut out of the mountain without hands, and that it break in pieces the iron, the brass, the clay, the silver, and the gold, the great God have made them known to the king, which shall come to pass hereafter. And the dream is certain, and the interpretation thereof is sure.
And in layman terms, man, the return of Yahushua is gonna ultimately do away with these kingdoms, man. All right. We're ushering him in right now. We're being what? Heralds. Hence that video we did maybe about what 2 years ago, man. All right. The dirty work of a herald. Okay. Hey, we're heralding in Yahushua, man. And a herald is just a person that carries a message or ushers in somebody, man. That's what we're doing in real time. That's what these video epistles are for, man. All right? We're warning you for the king come. Okay? You want to say something?
Yeah, I was just going to say, obviously in Daniel, the 2nd chapter, we talk about the stone, right, being cut out.
Right.
What did it do, man? It hit
broken pieces, man.
Yeah, it hit the feet of the statue. And what happened to all the empires? It crumbled, man.
Hey,
So
that foot going into what? The foundation, man. All right? The Lord has broken the foundation of this place. Okay? Hey, hence what? Great millstone. Come on, man.
Yep.
All right? You want to make them?
yeah, I just going. Yeah. Just further backing you up. Bringing a kingdom to an end, because without your feet you can't stand, right? And all of these kingdoms, whether they like it or not, it's tied to each other in some form, way, or fashion, man.
That's right. Yeah, let's. You got your precept? If not, it's cool.
Yeah, he was holding it before. What? He was holding the precept. 14.
Yeah, bring it out. Bring it out.
This is Isaiah 14 and 1. It says, for the Lord will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel and will set them in their own land. And the strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob.
Keep going.
It says, verse 2, and the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them, and the land of the Lord for servant and handmaids, and they shall take them captives who captives they were.
and they shall rule over their oppressors.
So ultimately, a role swap, man. All right, a reversal. The Lord is about to do a great reversal. All right, with the nation of Israel. Okay, being at the top, man. All over the earth, we're looked down upon, called niggas, spics, tontos. All right, wetbacks, and the list goes on and on. But like I said, hey, that time is over with, man. The Lord is gonna make them. He's gonna make them our handmaids, man. All right, our slaves. Okay, that's what's coming. All right, in the near future. All right, the kingdom of heaven consists of that. Go ahead.
Yeah, those strands that join up to us, man. I'm talking about the Israelite foreigners.
That's right,
Not
man.
the Kingdoms, man. You got it.
I'm gonna say this too because a lot of people don't want to accept that fact. All right, those Israelite foreigners, slack it. All right, or simply they just simply look like the other nations, but their genetics, all right, their seed, okay, goes back onto who? Israel. You see, scriptures tell you Israel was scattered across the four corners of the earth. All right, you got Israel sprinkled all over the earth, man. You see, and they're gonna return back unto us. They're not gonna no longer dwell among you nations, man. Following after your customs, your wicked ass customs. All right. No, they're gonna return back unto righteousness as they were intended to be. Okay. Oh man, hey, damn, it's a lot in that, bro.
Yeah.
It's a lot in that. You got something you want to bring up? Oh, I got you already.
Yeah, I got that.
Go ahead.
I had some in the back of it.
This is Psalms 2:8-9,
Yes.
and it says, "Ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thy inheritance,
Uh-huh.
and the uttermost part of the earth for thy possession.
Yep.
Thou shalt break them with a rod of iron.
Mm-hmm.
Thou shalt dash them in pieces like a powder vessel."
That's right, man. Hey, the Lord said he'll give us those heathens, man. All right, he gonna give you Yahushua those heathens. According to Romans, the 8th chapter and 16th verse, hey, we're heirs, joint heirs with Yahushua, man. Okay, so we're gonna receive them too. Hey, I heard the elder say it last week, man. What's a king without servants? Come on, man. Ain't no king going out unless you absolutely want to, all right, because you're the king, but ain't no king going out and working the field, bringing digging in the ground, bringing up crops and going and pluck berries off the trees and shit, man. Okay? No, there's servants for that. Go ahead. You want to make a point?
Yeah, why would the Lord let them do all these things to us, man? Let us, go through all these things without having our, turn to treat them the same way they treat us and more. That's all I have.
God, I'm gonna bring out this real quick. Kushab, you got something? Right. This Second Thessalonians, just to back up what you just said, 2 Thessalonians 1:6, and it reads, "Seeing it is a righteous thing with Yahweh to recompense tribulation unto them that trouble you." All right, like this brother said, hey, all the wickedness that these devils have done, okay, to us, all right, to all the tribes, okay, it's a righteous thing with Yahweh by Shem Yahushai to render them double. All right, the book of Revelation say to render them double. Okay, and that's what we will do. Scriptures say we're gonna meditate terror on these goddamn devils, man, and these heathens, because you other nations, you ain't innocent either, man.
That's right.
You ain't innocent, man. I went to Subway the other day. This dude gave me 3 slices of meat, bro, over the whole 6-inch.
Oh, man.
You can have it.
Come on, man. Knowing that ain't how that's supposed to go, man. But and charge me extra for extra meat. Luckily, I had to grab it, man. We have been working hard, and I needed that sustenance, man. We've been on that sun. But go ahead with your precept. We gonna end it on you, huh? You got that? You wanna bring yours out? Huh? Anybody? All right, so Lord willing, man, this Friday lesson, this live lesson was edifying first and foremost to the hopefully elect, and then those that believe on the gospel, man. All right, but before we get out of here, we like to give all glory, honors, and prayers unto double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the hopefully elect. Shalom. Abba. Form Yasharallah. Shalom.